happy. I don't need to worry. And I eat really good.
Well, that's good. What'd you have for breakfast today?
I had, let's see what I have. I had juice, which is, my juice is orange juice mixed with grapefruit juice. And because I just like that combo, because then the grapefruit juice tastes better and the orange juice tastes a little different. And then with that I had asparagus, because I like to eat asparagus every day almost, or a lot. Often.
Cook it or eat it raw?
Get over here,
What?
Steam it?
No, I just take a can of asparagus, pour half of it on a plate, put it in the microwave, and then eat it. And then after that, I had liverwurst, liverwurst, that red stuff. I put it on crackers and a glass of milk. I feel really good. I ain't good. I'm strong. I'll take one. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not violent, actually. You're big. Okay, don't step on me.
Great thing.
I'll,
Popeye arms. My Popeye arms.
oh, we should show that. There's almost a muscle there, Terry.
Well, I've been actually been working up these tiny little arms. I've been rolling carpet at the Monona Terrace. What else? I did rolling.
I'll go get a microscope.
Yeah. Hey, the binoculars come around.
Oh, I can see him now.
Oh, there he is. What's good is I'm not the smallest person on the crew, but of course we all have our special talents. We have these like things that physically we can do that other people can't do, and then the other person comes in and they've got the height advantage or they've got the low advantage. And so in theater it's always helpful to have all of these mixed breeds, as it were. So this is the Frisbee Golf Show on WYU right now.
Oh,
I went out and filmed that for the Ben Mazel project a couple years ago.
cool.
It's really
Maybe we can show that next week.
Frisbee Golf. They actually did a nice job. Mine was webcast, so it wasn't as pretty. When you webcast, you have to do with like lower resolution. Now I've got it up to doing webcast with higher resolution.
Or you can show this show again today, the one we do
Oh, there
today.
you go.
You can just show it again. Put a post. Art Paul thought you liked this show
So much, yeah.
that we showed it again instead of having a live one.
Well, actually, I'll take all the ones I got on YouTube and we'll play 2 minutes of each one of those. I'll take out all the crazy, strange excerpts, you know. Oh, look, it's Art Paul Schlosser on Cable Access Television.
Oh, I'm scared.
I'm scared now, too.
No.
Well, I'd be scared, by the way.
I just did that. Oh, wow.
It's like it's right on TV or something.
Yeah, I should show you these weird.
that your
Someone gave
t-shirt
me
they
these
gave you?
weird.
Oh, the bunny.
It's shark. It's shark pajamas, man.
Oh, man, what are the feet?
I'm thinking of
feet.
selling them on
I
Craigslist.
need I'd go eBay with them.
You got little
feet,
sharks
too.
on your feet,
Oh, man.
and you have.
If it wasn't blue, I'd be all right, but maybe you
Well,
could dye it.
it's supposed to match what a shark looks like.
Go in the water.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was wet, you know, like you were walking. Somebody gave you
Hi.
that.
Yeah. Well, they couldn't sell them, so they said,
They
"Well,
couldn't
here."
sell. It's no wonder.
I'm thinking of putting it on Craigslist and for like $5 just to see who wants them.
Terrible. Shark suit. Right.
I was considering getting an eBay account and just putting a lot of junk on there.
Well, like
just
the
to
chicken suit might be big. You know, sell the
Oh,
chicken
I don't know.
suit.
I can't sell the
get rid of
chicken
suit.
suit. Unless, if I sell the chicken suit, then I have to keep the shark pajamas. Because I have to have a costume and actually the shark pajamas might be a better idea because then I won't have to sing the chicken song. Because the chicken CD is not available anymore.
Did you know that Walker faces more bad news?
That's my uncle.
Uncle Walker.
No. Hi, Uncle Walker.
Hi,
I need a couple $100. You know, I heard that you had been smuggling a lot of money illegally from your people that were helping you out. I just wanted to buy a car with it.
I like geotech coal. I like it so much that, well, I'd have it for breakfast too. Coal for breakfast. Oh, you gonna get a lump of coal in your stocking this year? I did. I sure did. I get one every day.
Oh, they came out with a candy around Christmas a couple years ago.
Coal candy?
Yeah,
Oh,
coal in your stocking candy, and it was like chocolate or something. I didn't try it myself, but I heard you could eat that. So it was kind of like a joke. You put the coal in the stocking, and it was candy.
I don't know if I get that.
That's what Dada drinks.
I don't get it. So you've been over at the Union? Do any of the open mics over there?
I can't.
Oh, your band?
No, I'm
not a
signed
student.
in regularly at the Comedy Club every Wednesday. I do one song, and it conflicts with the Union open mic. Moved their Tuesday show to Wednesday.
Wednesdays.
So now I can't do both, because if I sign up at the Union and they give me a 9 o'clock slot, which is what my slot is at the Comedy Club,
Right.
I can't go back and forth.
Are they getting quite a crowd at the Comedy Club?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah, they love me there. People love. I do like one song every week, and it's always a different song, and people are getting to know my different
So you
material.
just do like a 5 or 10 minute bit and you're done.
It's actually about 2 minutes or
That's
3
okay.
minutes.
That's great. Yeah, they've got no outdoor terrace yet.
Well, it would have been nice, but I had been doing the terrace for years, and they changed the rules. It used to be I just go there and they'd have me first, always. Well, what happened in more recent years, they changed it to, oh, well, if you want to play at the terrace, we'll pick your name out of a hat.
Oh, okay.
And when they pick your name, they give you just whatever Oh, we got to talk about this.
Oh, yeah.
We got to talk. Joan River fans, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It might.
Oh, no.
It
Serious
might.
condition. What happened?
She's
Cardiac
not dead
arrest.
yet, but she could be dead. You
Spamalot.
better
Not
buy
dead
the
yet.
stuff now.
Not dead yet, huh? Oh, jeez. What a cardiac.
Joan River remains
Something
in.
scared to that. She look in the
Oh,
mirror
I
one
gotta
day.
say it with tears. Joan River remains in serious condition after cardiac arrest. Look out, she might die. Oh, how old is she?
I don't think that there's they probably haven't aged her yet. They'd have to get one of those carbon dating.
Well, she's not as old as Phyllis Diller. Is
Not as
Phyllis
old as
Diller
mine.
still alive?
Not as old as my dad. My dad is older than death. He's old, man.
My dad is older than death. And death can't kill him because he's still alive.
Death can't wait for dad, so he just let him live.
Yeah, so what was I saying before the Joan River stuff?
Joan Rivers. Well, Comedy Club, 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, every week I play a song there. They love it. And they've been, people have been buying the new CDs or the old CDs or whichever CD I have that has that whatever song in
Oh,
it.
everybody sells their stuff there too.
They let me sell it legally.
Yeah. That's good.
Where at the other thing about the union is when you are at the union now,
God, don't let
they-
you sell anything. They're just notorious about that.
We told you, Art Paul.
You get down on your knees and beg next time.
we told you that if we catch you selling again, we're gonna ban you from the
You're gonna
union.
put on the electronic bracelets and follow you around with a camera.
They do. They have cameras everywhere, and
Great. It makes you
it,
feel safe, doesn't it?
it was. I think it was last
You
year,
could be
the
on
year
camera
before.
Right, you could be on camera right now and not even know it. Oh, you are on camera. Well, look. Oh my God! How did they get that in here?
Anyways,
Can't really-
it was either last year or the year before. They came up to me, Art Paul. You're not allowed. What happened was the first what I first did was, and graduation, the weekend of graduation, they're all sitting on the terrace and eating and drinking.
Like they do.
And what we used to do, and Dave Gray used to do this, and other people used to do this, is we'd go from table to table and collect money.
Okay.
And no one said anything. Well, I did it the year or two ago. One of the last times I ever done it, because I don't think they'll ever let me do it again. And I went from table to table and collected a lot of money. The next weekend, these two guys come up to me, Art Paul, we want to talk to you.
Were they big thug-looking guys?
No, they
by
look
the
like
vice
students.
associate director thug. Yeah.
But they said, you're not allowed to solicit at the union.
Oh, right.
Well, they were talking to me. I was in the middle of selling a CD.
That's okay. Well, it's funny. The new chancellor wants to get $90 million from the state so he can bring business on campus. Now, tell me that's any different than what you're trying to do, and you're not even asking for state money to sell your stuff right on campus and provide a service to students so they don't have to go off campus to buy your stuff or go to some unsafe, unsecure website that might lead them to some porn, like it always does. Every time you enter your credit card,
Can you say badger porn?
It always goes right to a porn website. Every time you enter your credit card, it always says, now, to conclude this sale, you look at what you just bought, and it's always porn.
Oh, no.
eBay. You didn't know that about eBay. Just look in the package when you get home.
Badger porn.
Mom, they sent me something else.
The cheerleaders are, no, I'm sorry.
Do you remember the show Breaking Bad?
I hope I'm not saying anything bad here.
Remember the show Breaking Bad?
I didn't watch that.
I didn't watch it either, but it was about some teacher that started making meth or something in his garage so he could, have a little spare cash. They had like a little chef card. Apparently, it was like that guy with a chef's hat, and he was like mixing it up, and it was like a baseball card, and it said, meth. Like, meth.
Oh,
so
no.
I got
Selling
one.
meth
I got one
in the terrible.
I got one that was sent away for the day the Earth stood still. The VHS.
A teacher was selling meth?
No, this was on television. It was a famous TV show.
Oh,
kind of like Mr. Ed on drugs.
It was just like a comedy show.
Yeah, I guess.
On cable access.
Now it was on AMC, that Rogue network.
That's cable.
Yeah, it's kind of like cable. Yeah.
AMC is not cable?
Oh yeah. Well, it's a Rogue. It's like CNN, where Ted Turner owned it.
It's cable.
Yeah. They think
costs money.
They think themselves as a fight. Each channel is a fight.
You can watch it on YouTube now, or the AMC internet website. Go to amc.org or net or com. If it's net and they don't have one, will there be porn?
Well, there can always be porn, but on Saturday mornings there's not nearly as much.
We shouldn't be talking about this for kids.
Well, there we go. Let's play something nice for the children now.
Oh, you got a cartoon?
I've got a very special cartoon all ready for it.
Oh, what is it?
It's the Moscoso clip by Victor Moscoso.
Is that a cartoon? Am I supposed to announce that?
It's too late. I think you already did, though.
Okay, here it is. Enjoy.
Moscoso.
It's all you're going to get for Christmas.
So, now let's see if we can watch it. It's more fun to watch these clips.
Are we going to watch it? Well,
yeah, we can't listen to it though, but we can watch it.
Can we comment on it?
Yeah, because the posted video will be just that without the comedy. So I'm trying to figure out a way to record what's on WYOU, but I haven't figured that out yet because I haven't got cable.
We might have a guest one of these days. A comedian might come on the show, and my friend Eric Johnson, he's trying to get somewhere as a comedian.
Oh.
He wanted to do like 5 minutes or 10. I don't know whatever he's going to do.
Here's the commercial.
He tells. Wow.
They're from the early 70s, mid 70s.
No, it looks like they're from caveman time.
Yeah, well, it could be. But but then they get strange.
Oh,
See how
well,
strange
maybe
they get?
okay. I
Now they're
can
dirty.
see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
now they're dirty.
It's hippie,
Hippie oriented, yeah.
hippie
trippy.
caveman, the hippie caveman cartoon. Oh, out west and baseball as well. Yeah, I could see. Yep. Well,
Now it gets strange.
if you're hallucinating, this
Yeah.
is enjoyable.
You might actually like this now. Some people do.
Moms, do not give your kids hallucinations.
Well, what's funny is that this goes right out to air on WYOU. Let's see what WYOU is. There it is.
That's the commercial.
He's ripped off Mickey Mouse. He's ripped off all these different characters.
No, that's a cat. That's
Oh, that's right. It looks like a mouse though with the buttons.
Yeah.
It's a cat mouse.
well, the cat was a rip-off of the mouse. Felix the cat probably was a
ripped him
rip-off.
off with his bag of tricks. Yeah. That's the mouse. Never had anything going for him like that. No bag, no props, no stick, no glasses.
Well, Mickey Mouse is supposed to be family
Yeah,
entertainment.
this clip is called "Mind Your Own Business." And it says, "Mind your own business." It's some of the best advice, and my neighbor got ripped off, but we're still friends. It was pretty good. Another commercial.
Did you rip him off?
No.
Why would he not be your friend then?
Oh, because he had insurance. Well, he had insurance, so we're still friends, and everything turned out all right, and the insurance paid for everything. So the clip says all that. It's really good.
I still don't understand where you come in.
Oh, well, I'm just the narrator.
Oh,
See, and
okay.
I identify
You didn't
with
rip
my,
them off
no,
or
I
anything?
identify with my character, so everybody thinks they're me, and then I have to say, no, I'm just making that up. It's just a story. Oh, that was real.
Oh,
This one is like cooperate. Sure, sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah,
well,
so the guy's like trying
the
to
guy
get
helped him get
an
an
apple.
apple.
Now these have to kill the guy now.
And in return, so he could get an apple. Since the guy didn't get him an apple,
Right.
he chopped down the tree so it would fall on the other guy. That's called Christianity.
That's dangerous. Okay, now we're going to try some. This is the Moscoso clip, which is good. And he's Moscoso overtime. It's like, sure, you've got to.
I should clarify that. That's not just normal Christianity. That's like American Christianity.
Oh, okay.
You know.
As opposed to like corporate Christianity.
Oh, well, that might be corporate Christianity.
That would be Mormonism. I think I've hit the nail right on the head.
There's some nice
You know that.
Mormons.
Well, yeah, but they're all dead now.
And and did you hear that Jehovah Witnesses now have a what do you call those things for your phone?
Call waiting. No,
So they don't go door to door now. They just stand on the corner with a poster saying, "If you need help, you'll need the Jehovah Witness app."
Wow. Now there's no hope without it then.
I said, "What about the Bible? BIBLE.com." They just didn't want to talk too much about it. And I said, "Well, Genesis says, let us make God in our own, or let us make man in our own image."
Oh, I told you about the Sumerian tablets. The Sumerian tablets were just recently translated, and it mentions the Sumerians, who are this alien race, had come down to Earth to make slaves to mine gold. Okay.
No,
then,
I don't
know.
believe that
But
either.
then you do a little internet search. I'll write it down for you if you're interested.
Probably not good.
I'm not gonna go to Google and search for that. No.
Anyways, in Genesis, I'm going to just finish
Oh, I just
this.
finished the story.
In Genesis, it says, "Let us make man in our own image," and then in Philippians, it says that Jesus, who co-created everything. So I'm telling the Jehovah Witnesses.
Oh, okay.
These are reasons why I believe that Jesus is God. Then they didn't want to talk to me anymore.
Oh, okay.
They said, "What kind of guitar you have?"
Okay.
Let's change the subject.
When I was in high school, we invited them into our house, and we were really stoned. We were openly smoking marijuana right in front of them, and they had never seen pot, so
Did
they
you
didn't.
share some with
Well,
them?
they didn't notice, and they didn't seem to think anything about it. Then we started questioning their religion. We started questioning their motivations for coming door to door, and asking them how much money they'd actually made, and then if they'd had a real job, how much more they could really make. And then they're like, so we could work and have like a wife, and they started looking around like a house. You could like live in a house someday too and buy it. And like, yes, that's what the power of money does. If you don't give it all to your church. And they're like, well, thanks a lot. No, I think they're pretty stoned by then. But it was
Did you pass them?
no, we were like,
You didn't give them any advice?
so. Yeah,
You
we're
weren't
just
being generous with them?
Well, we didn't want to impose our culture, like on Star Trek. We can't impose our culture on someone else unless they openly embrace it. It's not the will of Landru. Okay.
Well, what would you think if they did smoke it with you?
Well, it might have been encouraging that they were starting to question their own motivations. At first, they were a little aggressive, like the Hare Krishna.
Oh, do you think it's wrong for a Jehovah Witness to smoke?
Oh, no. It's just wrong for them to try to impose their beliefs on me without my, at least, cooperation. It's
You
like
invited
saying,
them in.
well, I know, but they were going to come in. They probably had guns. They were going to get in.
Jehovah
They were going to get their
Witnesses
message
don't
out there.
have guns,
They were going to
man.
get the message out there. Whether
Did you ever meet a Jehovah Witness with a
I
gun?
don't know if they were actual Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, Mormons have guns?
In Madison, they do. Yeah, they're
They
called,
do?
Yeah, the lawyers, the Mormon lawyers that wrote Act 10 have guns.
Because I've seen Mormons with this little button.
Yeah, it actually flips out, and it's a 45 caliber badge.
No, the badge says who they are.
It says I am an LDS.
They're wearing nice clothes. They don't even carry money. They won't carry money because they're missionaries.
I was on the street once, and a couple of them came by, and he stops dead on the street and turns around and he goes, I got a book for you to read. But he said it like that, and I'm kind of like, I looked at him, I kind of like did the double take, and I looked up and said, I'll bet you do. And then I walked away.
What if it was done more like this?
Hey, buddy. Come here.
Hey, buddy, I've got a book. Don't tell anybody. You can read it if you really want
It
to,
was translated from the gold tablets.
but it's secret.
You have to wear the golden Mormon underwear to translate them.
The Book of Mormon.
The Book of Mormon underwear. I actually looked that up on eBay. They do sell it.
There's Book of Mormon underwear. Man. I was watching Back to the Future, and the guy says, the girl says, Calvin, and he
Calvin Klein. Yeah, that's his
what do you got there, man?
Google developing fleet of drones
Well, Google's going to take over the world.
with Amazon. They're going to cooperate with. They probably are Amazon now.
They haven't bought Amazon yet, but Amazon is not making as much money as Google is. Is it?
Yeah, because they got warehouses of stuff and they sell on demand where they don't really make a lot of money off your search for Mormon underwear.
Oh, you can
Although
get,
they could, you could put
Can you
ads
get
up
it
there.
Mormon underwear on Google?
I would think if you put up the right ads next to it, like silk underwear and silk debris, like,
But you can get it on Amazon.com.
yeah, and eBay.
Okay, so if you want Mormon underwear, go
Let's look that up right now.
go to
Oh, it went right to
Amazon.com.
it went right to a porn site. Oh.
Oh, that's too bad.
Every time I search on Google, it
Well,
goes
there's-
to a porn site.
Well, if you just type in anything, you got three options. It'll either be a website, or then it'll be
Yahoo.
a virus site,
Yahoo.com.
or it'll be a porn site.
Yeah, where did I go the other day? It took me right to a UW website.
If you go to a virus site, that's worse than a porn site.
Virus.com. Yeah.
But some porn sites are virus sites.
I always try to include virus.porn.com in all my searches, so at least it goes through those first. Like it filters my results, and I tried to sell my Pontiac that way, and people kept coming up like, "Did you get porn with that?" No, there's no porn with my Pontiac. 95. Find it on
Like-
Craigslist.
Getting magazines to go with the car.
I haven't looked in the trunk for a lot of years, like in that, what was that movie that they couldn't look in the trunk? There was something radioactive in the trunk. It was so good.
When I was junk picking, I was a teenager. I got so excited because people were throwing away those type of magazines.
Oh yeah, you'd go to the dump. Do you ever have a dump in your town? There'd be a cardboard box sitting right next to the fence, the dump, like, oh, I wonder what they've thrown out, and you get out, and it was porn, you know, like stacks of it, and you go, gosh, I could sell this to my friends, and you realize you don't have any friends, and they didn't have any money anyway. So, it's all your plans for like all this, God, I could make a fortune off this. No, the first time I was introduced to that was in a guy he was growing chinchillas in his basement, and he had bubblegum machines, so he'd like have the rackets coming and going, you know, he'd go from store to store and sell chinchilla fur and bubblegum. But he had the machines, so he'd take them and fill them up, and you put your quarter in. And my friend Scott would feed the chinchilla, so I'd go with him, you know. So I went over there one day, and he goes, I was rifling through the guy's drawers upstairs. Look what I found. Like, Scott, you shouldn't be like looking through his stuff. You're here to feed us chinchillas. Yeah, I know, but he was gone. so he brings down this Playboy, and he goes, you got to see this, man. I'm like, well, what is it? It's this naked woman. I'm like, well, so? I've seen mom naked before, you know, it's no big thing. He's like, yeah, but look at this one. Like, he shows it to me. I'm like, oh my God, Scott, are you going to steal it? And he's like, no, what I'll do is, he's got a couple of them there. I'll just take one each week and I'll put it back again. So I'm like, oh man. So we go, it'd be right at his house. You brought that home with you? What are you going to do with it? I'm going to look at it. Okay. Well, good luck with that. What else did the guy do? Oh, he had ether to kill the poor things, to kill the poor animals. He'd have ether, and Scott's like, hey, you ever seen ether before? Like, no, what's this? It kills things. You just breathe it, and it makes you go to sleep. Wow, sounds great. Oh, you better not breathe any of it, though. Okay, well, what is it? Ether. Doctors use it a lot, you know, to conk people out. Wow.
What happened to Scott later in life?
Scott, let's see, what happened to Scott? I don't know. Poor kid. His parents were the first ones that had a sport. Oh, that was a great story about Scott. His parents were the first ones to have like an MG sports car.
Oh, cool.
So that was the first time I actually saw like a little car with 2 doors on it. And his folks would smoke these Lark cigarettes, and so he'd always steal the Lark cigarettes. So we'd have like, you know, free cigarettes, and we were smoking like by the time we played a lot of chess and poker and smoked cigarettes. When we were like 13 or 12, or really young.
Well, you know what? Eventually, I did about. I didn't really look at porn after a while because someone told me, "Why look at it when you could actually meet someone?"
Oh, right. See, we didn't find that out till I moved to Wisconsin when I was 35.
Really?
Still don't really fully understand it. Though.
And so,
I think you have to go to sports events to have sex, but I'm not sure.
Well, I waited until I got married, but I mean, I found that that was a lot more realistic. Because when you look at a picture, you don't get whatever is the picture.
They had Larks for quite a while, which had a charcoal filter on it, you know, to make the smoke much more natural and better tasting, and probably less carbon, you know, whatever. And then they switched to these lettuce cigarettes. Honest to God, lettuce cigarettes.
Lettuce cigarettes?
Yeah, it was the 1960s answer to like low tar and low nicotine. So
they had lettuce in them?
Yeah, and they were just awful, and they smelled bad. And
Did
finally,
they taste good?
No. But they sold a lot of them because people thought they were better.
Did they have menthol?
They were probably like laced with something.
You know, the government a year or two ago was going to get outlaw menthol cigarettes.
I got friends that are just hooked on menthol. They love it. They have
because
to have it.
I guess the government thought, well, flavored cigarettes should be outlawed because they addict people to easily.
Oh, we have another very special video we're going to show right
Okay.
now. Very special. So if we can find it here on the VLC. Type VNC viewer.
Is it called Your Life?
Allows us to connect virtually to the cable access station Library Lounge.
Oh, okay.
It's the Library Lounge coming up now virtually. Here it is, Domer 56.
Can you watch our show from the Library Lounge?
You know, I've thought about trying to work with them more so that we can develop shows in there. They seem to be very much like WYOU on their program agendas. They really like to do as they like rather than have it as a committee. Oh, their committee does as they like and doesn't allow outside influence beyond what the committee decides should be what you see.
Can't we brainwash them?
Well, Mary, again, if you can get a hold of Mary Burke, she's got space in the library. Which
she owns
she owns
the Bubbler.
Yeah, she owns the library.
But she doesn't really own it.
Well, Frauchi owns the Overture, if nobody knew that already. Duh, hello. So, I shouldn't say that, I must do.
Actually, Mary Burke might be a very nice person to get to know.
I think she'd be interesting to, discuss politics with, because Walker sure isn't. You know, he's got a very, I'm going to do politics my way, and if you're included, then you got to buy in.
I don't know. When I sent away to interview Mary Burke, first I went to Facebook because she's one of my Facebook friends. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't really respond to your Facebook.
She friended me, but then she said, get a hold of my campaign manager. And, of course, the campaign manager's like, you put Art Paul on the web, we're not having anything to do with this guy. So
really?
Well, I didn't say that specifically.
Anyways,
but all they had to do is go to Great Dome and see Art Paul, and they're like, cut.
Anyways, she's one of my friends on my Facebook friend,
okay.
Or at least she was until she watched the show.
All right.
I don't know. But she doesn't respond to your post. She just sends one post up
right.
every now and then. And today I cut my grass. You know, it's something like that.
Today I smoked my grass.
I don't think Mary Burke
Well,
does
she
that.
might. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Well, if you ever been on one of those, you know, those big Trek bike rides that they have across the country, tell me they're not out in the woods somewhere.
So
on some
that's
highway.
the cartoon we're watching now.
Oh, where it's supposed to be.
Anyways, so in order to interview her, I had to go to her website, find the email at her website, and say, I'd like to interview Mary Burke. And someone else answered, not Mary Burke, and said, I'll make sure she answers these questions.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, I got a Facebook reply from Mary Burke. I already did an interview with Street Pulse.
Oh.
But that was after I already got the answers from the questions.
Nice.
So I don't know if she was responding to the fact that I sent questions to her website, or that someone else was going to interview her and she was going to turn me down, and I already got the answers from someone else from her website.
My guess is it's the hat. Well, here's the. You can introduce the video now.
Okay, here I am to introduce the video.
All right.
It's the video.
And then there's no more art, and it's only the video. And we'll even refresh the browser.
Boy, people are really bored of watching us just talk.
Yeah, can't even go outside and do anything. It's terrible.
You want to do that?
Well, we will. But
oh, is it like too cloudy?
I don't know. We'll check it out.
We're halfway through the show, aren't we?
Oh, it's raining.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is. Well, that's why we're inside. Okay. You did a good job talking in here. People, I can read a story.
Well, the thing is, we had talked earlier that doing the show with cartoons is part of the attraction to somebody wanting to come back. Like, let's say there was mom and dad, they're sitting around the TV today, they see art and they go, oh, look, it's Art Paul, let's watch them. The kids are watching it today. And then Moscoso comes on and they're like, wow, those are some weird cartoons. You know what? They've never seen them. And that was the basis of Guy's show, where I was...
I can read this book.
Okay.
That's what we'll do next.
But he was a winner.
It's sabotage.
But the Guy's show...
We're on TV.
The Guy's show was a...
You guys sit back here and say weird comments when we're saying weird comments.
The show that Guy had, you'd always get these weird eclectic movies, and I'd sit there and watch them on cable, even when I was a cable guy and I didn't know Guy yet. It was in the 90s, and then he was part of the Dr. V show for a while. I remember Dr. V, and then...
You could record my voice saying for next week, saying, this week I'm not available to come, but here is a movie. And then you could show some kind of eclectic movie if you wanted to.
What I should do is, Guy's an animator, and I should have him get like one of your videos and see if he can do some animation with your video.
Oh, cool.
So that you're doing crazy things, or like try to green screen you onto something. So that you're out skiing or something, you know. That's the beauty of doing stuff at the library, is they've got a green screen. So we probably could do a show, but you have to, if you're over there fairly frequently, aren't you?
I can go there, not next week, but some other Saturday or whenever you want.
As far as I know, you can, they call it a media room, and that's where the green screen is. Okay, so if you go in there, apparently you can reserve the room. So it doesn't have to be a Saturday. We could shoot some stuff in there.
When do you want me to reserve the room?
Whenever I'm guessing it's going to be booked a
Okay.
lot, so you might have to say, well, what about next month? So get a
What
spot.
about next month?
Well, what I want to do is play with the stuff, and I actually said I would like to do that. Did a very official email, and they go, well, I don't think we're going to have all the stuff you need. Or I was just going to bring in my stuff, and I didn't need any of their stuff, and I said, well, could I just use your green screen, and what about your sound equipment, da-da-da, and they're like, they put it off, and I should have gone there personally.
So I
So
should
if you-
just go there.
Find out what their services are. Find out what they do. No one seems to
Reserve the
know.
room.
And see if they got equipment we can play with. Say that I've got some technicians that would come in and they'd like to
Okay.
do a show. They
I'll
understand.
try.
Say, we understand all this, or
I-
you don't understand it, but they do. I see you got a lot of TV stuff. Can we use your TV stuff? And they might go, well, nobody else does. Because that's what it is. That's what's happening. I guess that's I can't.
I'll
play
see
big.
what I can do. I'm going to go there during the week. I don't know.
Find out how friendly they are. That's more where I'm going. When I was in there, most of the people, the bubbler guy was awful. He was like, well,
The bubbler
well, he
is
was
different
he was
than the media
He
room.
was a Mac head. He was a Mac person. You know, those people are just so introverted anyway. I think,
I think the media room, though, wants to train you before they let you use anything.
or whatever. You know, I'll take their class. Whatever. I could teach them some things. Teach them how to
Okay.
not tie a knot. I can't tie knots, so I teach people not how to tie a knot. You know, this knot will kill you. I can tie a noose, but that's about it. So I'll have to start over again.
Is it over?
No. Oh, it did loop. And why does it do that?
You're watching again.
Now, we'll put Art Paul back on.
I'll read this book. This will be our story, our song of the week.
There we go.
There it is, the book. I'm going to read to you a book. I wrote the book. It's called But He Was a Winner, Though He Was a Loser, by Art Paul Slosher. Okay, here we go. Did you ever almost win? Or did you really lose? Next page. That was page 1. WON. Did you have a chance? But instead you snoozed. Was it gambling or just fun? Were you smart or really dumb? Well, if you think you're a loser, like that, right there,
Put the L on your hat.
let me tell you that you still can win. No, it's not checkers, Monopoly, Crazy Eights, football, or gin. No, I'm talking about a spiritual race. How to keep one's faith. The Bible says in Hebrews 12 to run with persistence, casting off all the weights and sin to grow in faith by continuing to follow Jesus is how you win. That's page 7. So this is where our story begins. The start of the race. He was a loser, but still a winner. A very slow runner. Yeah, he was the worst soccer player. That's page 9. IX is 9. He was also lost in poker, chess, and tennis, but was always cheerful and tried his best. He couldn't bowl very good.
No one can.
He got a gutter ball. And he barely ever caught a good-sized fish. His was that big, and they were supposed to be at
I
least...
caught one at McDonald's last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I went out there. That place I saw you last time.
Okay, but I got to read some more of the story. This is page rhymes with 7.
11.
Yeah. In winter, he broke his legs on skis and caught a cold with a real bad sneeze. Achoo! Yes, he was the biggest loser in the county. But if you were in jail and called him up, he'd probably come and get your bail. He had a dog once which had a bad case of fleas. You have a dog like that?
I don't like dogs. I'm sorry. Cats, I'll live with.
He was a missionary once for a month until he got a bad disease. He tried to run a store, but no one bought anything, so he gave it all away for free.
Not like Cable Cowboy. John Malone's out to get you.
That was last week.
That was
We got to do this
2 weeks
story
ago, I
today.
know.
Yeah, some friends. He had some friends, but when it came to sports, no one really wanted him on their team. Yes, his sailboat had a broken sail. It was called the USS Misfortune. Lottery numbers always failed, and he barely ever got a letter in the mail. But he was a winner, though he was a loser. That's page XV2. XVII. When he got to heaven, he didn't cry a tear. Jesus' love cast out all his fear. No one really came to his funeral except his mom, an old friend, and the minister. But the final score was clear. God 100%, Satan 0. God won a victory here, and boy did the angels cheer. Yay! Yes, he won because he kept the faith. With God's help, fought the good fight.
Pow.
He ran with persistence, like it says in Hebrews 12, to the very end with Jesus, his friend. Yes, he was a winner, though he lost at most things in life. So though he lost at most games, he didn't have fortune, he didn't have fame, yet eternal victory he won because he trusted and followed God's Son. Thank you for watching me read this book. I hope that you love that story, and remember, God loves everyone.
So I've got another cartoon.
Oh, cool.
You'll enjoy this one, I'm sure.
This itches right here.
No, don't itch that there.
Why not?
Oh, it's all right.
Let's all
it's
itch
only
our
on the
nose.
side of the nose.
Let's all itch our nose. I know.
All right, you kids. Don't
I
ever
think
get
you should have
into...
a song like that on public
Kids,
TV.
don't get into theater. Get into audio visual.
Don't you think they should have a
They,
song like
they
that?
shouldn't have stage crew. They should have projection only. You
They
know.
should have a song like that in public
Oh, here
TV.
comes that guy with a projection cart. There's going to be film all over the floor. You just know it as we're watching the movie. And then you're the guy in the back like, somebody get the lights. You're like, Terry, get the lights. Okay, well, I'm showing the movie. Well, get the lights too. And we'll pay you nothing. All right. I'll do it. That's my proper training to be a real
So what's the
stagehand.
cartoon called?
Let's see. These are the Mackies by Tony Millionaire.
The Mackies by 20 Million. Yes.
Tony.
I just
10 million Tony Millionaire.
by 20 Million.
20 Millionaire.
Yes, I just repeat what Terry says. I have a brain.
By the time you get to the end of the block, what Terry says doesn't mean anything anymore, and is actually interpreted as porn.
Well, you know, really. You know
He's
what you
talking
say.
porn again. I don't know.
It's not what you say in the beginning. It's what people end up hearing in
true.
the end.
That's right. It's like Act 10. Once they start paying back all those lawsuits when they overturn Act 10. Mackie. Oh, actually, let's show this instead. I think you'll enjoy this one. This was an old Marx Brothers TV pilot called.
Oh, we're going to show that?
It's called Deputy Sheriff instead
Yeah.
of Deputy Sheriff
We're
like
gonna
Barney
show that?
Fife. Yeah, we'll show that.
Oh, that's fun. I
It's
think that's a
very,
good
very
thing to show.
Bizarre, weird.
After we show that, won't our show be over?
I got another 10, 20 minutes after that.
Oh,
This
okay.
is a shorty.
So we can comment more about. Maybe we should talk about sports when we come back.
The horror. Sports, the horror.
Don't you just
Not
love
playing.
sports? You know, the Badgers play tonight.
What do they play around?
I don't know the team.
Maybe they play with porn. I know I would. Let's not
The
play and
cheerleaders.
explore.
You know, I always thought the cheerleaders should go out with the football player.
Well, they did in high school, and I thought I'll never be able to get one of those cheerleaders, like, you know, to go out with me, because they're always going out with these musclehead jock freak, bigger than life people.
Well, the cheerleaders are brainless, and so are the jocks.
No, actually, the ones
didn't
I knew
mean
were
that.
always.
What did I say there?
He didn't say anything.
No, actually, football players are real smart, and so are cheerleaders.
Let's see, greatdome.net / Mackie. No, what was he? Oh, yeah. Harpo? Harpo, okay.
Who's that guy? I'm going to miss those maggots.
Yeah, darn kids anyway.
There it is.
Yeah,
I'm
I
going to
saw
miss-
that. I showed that right
I'm
after
going
the
to miss
Walker.
those maggots.
Right after the Walker clip. It's just so good, Walker.
It's about Walker. I'm going to miss the maggots.
How could you miss that? Yeah.
That's what the story's about. Read this. It's about Walker. He's glad that Walker will be out. He's going to miss the maggots.
Okay. So I think they can actually hear you talking. Let's just make sure. You can narrate the video.
I don't know
I
if I
don't know if I
want
want
to
to talk about that or not.
I like how you have control over what goes on in the
No
show.
one really sees it, do they? Well, that's the problem, is that no one's got control, and then if no one takes control, then that's good TV. There's Harpo now.
Oh,
It's just so weird. He's got to be wearing
playing
these,
an
like,
Art Paul
contacts.
song.
Yeah, he's got to be wearing these bizarre contacts.
on harp. Have you ever heard any Art Paul songs on harp?
No, do you play the harp? Or
No,
auto?
but
You ever play an auto
Harpo plays my song on his harp.
You play the auto harp?
I did. It's really easy,
Those are
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's
I know the chords C, G, F. That's the rock beat, you know.
but it don't sound like guitar, man.
I know. It's like, then you get. I was into plucking the auto harp, and I go ring, then I go dee, 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 ring, dee, dee, dee. So it was kind of an odd way to play the harp.
I knew a guy that had one, and he would play in front of the Catholic Church during Mass, and then he'd get a whole bunch of tips.
That's too bad. Why did they do that?
Because that's when all the people were there,
Okay.
and they would stop to hear him play before the Mass and after.
It's funny that there was an angel in your book, and now there's some angels there.
Well, there's angels everywhere. Now Terry's gone. I can talk about Terry while he's gone. He went to use the bathroom. Terry is out. He's going to take over the world. That's Terry's plan, is to take over the world using media. Well, enjoy this clip. It's really fun.
You're just writing the answers to it. There should just be more of like it should just be like more active. Is it
I told him, Terry, you were going to take over the world using media.
Media from MB. Mini Course Broadcasting.
I had a chance to see all sorts of stuff about you. I just
That's
couldn't.
good.
couldn't
There's
do
so much.
anything.
There's so much to lie about. And there's so much to say that's truth.
I couldn't think of anything more to say than that you're going to take over the world using media.
John Malone's out to get you. I've modeled my entire life after John Malone. Actually, I want to try to get those suits that he used to wear, those kind of gray with a black tie. He looked kind of like Men in Black, but he'd always wear the gray suit instead of the black suit. So we called him the Man from Utah. Let's see, OWYOU.
We should get like Sprite or lemonade or something to
As our
sponsor
sponsor.
show.
This show brought to you by Lemonade. Not just any lemonade, but
Snapple.
Snapple lemonade. Snapple's pretty bad, though. What
You don't
about
like the lemonade?
What about that Lipton stuff?
Or Nantucket, I meant.
Nantucket, Nan?
Yeah, it's 100% real lemon. With sugar, but it's not just any sugar, it's the right sugar to use for it, you know. Nantucket lemonade is really good stuff. And if we could get them to sponsor the show, man, every week we could have lemonade.
We had, who was it? Glass Nickel sponsored the Dr. V show for quite a while.
Oh,
so we'd
cool.
always get free pizza.
Wow.
And that was a good deal. So you can definitely, any place you ever go into, you can say, hey, do you want to sponsor a show? All you got to do is get us free pizza and you can be on TV. And I go, okay.
We can't do that.
Well, you can, actually.
Well,
So on PBS, they do it like, this PBS production was brought to you by the Koch brothers. Fund for giving away money just to make us look better. Fund. Remember that? So it was the Koch brothers something for science, and I'm like, oh yeah, right. Like, put it on PBS, and people are going to feel a lot better about how you buy elections because they see it on PBS. Well, good work, you guys. You know. So that's politics on TV.
yeah.
I don't want to engage in that because I already do.
Well, no, only if it's free food.
Well, yeah.
I don't want to be sponsored unless there's free food. Maybe free food and money, you know, money
Well,
to pay for the
at that
show.
point, let's, next time you're out at Smokey's Steakhouse, let's talk about a $25 sit down
Okay, now you're talking.
sponsorship. Yeah, a glass of wine or two.
Yeah.
I'm not an alcoholic, but I enjoy wine with my meal.
Okay,
and that
well-
costs extra. I hate to have to pay for it.
I'm not against that. If you can find a way to get them to sponsor the show, we'll do
I'm
that.
thinking let's start Red Lobster first. Let's work our way up.
Okay, sounds good.
Go to Perkins first. We'll see. Go to there at bar time so the manager.
Well, I'm open to Perkins. I'm open even to
I
Perkins.
actually like Perkins.
But you know, I wouldn't want to eat just anywhere. Like I
Actually,
don't.
what would work really well in this town is live from Perkins at bar time. It's 2:30 here. We're starting the show, and here they come now. All right, Ben. What are you gonna have? I think I have the eggs. Well, how can you tell? I don't know.
I have the eggs.
Have the eggs.
Whether you like it or
Green eggs
not,
and ham.
drunk, I don't
Sam
care what
I
they
am.
look like.
I like Sam I am, green eggs and ham. Important.
They're only green if you're drunk, though.
Oh, where's the other place that'd be fun? But it's too cold. Do you ever go over to the place on Atwood that's by the Barrymore? It looks like a eclectic 50s diner. Monty's Blue Plate.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, that place is cool.
Breakfast time there would be fun.
We went over there the other day, and it was like it was so cold. The windows were all steamed up, you know, and like I could barely stand being in there. I think Guy says something like, "I think you could turn down that air conditioner." It was pretty awful. Like, oh shit. Well, we'll close the show with a Mackie. What do you say? We never did play the Mackies today. And Mackies are very intellectual comics by, is that Tony Millionaire? Yeah, that's Tony Millionaire's Mackies.
Has Scott Walker ever watched the Mackies?
Actually, the gorillas and thugs were drawn in what is it?
Using Scott Walker.
Using Scott Walker as a model. They were 3D CAD drawings at first, modeled after the press releases after the recall.
Hey, look at what this X, before we go there, I just want to see, a CEO can get, and you know, if you're a CEO and you're an X, you might end up getting $1.3 million.
She was the head of the UW hospital. They canned her and said, well, we're going to consolidate your operation with like something else. And she's like, well,
I didn't read the news article,
Yeah,
so whatever Terry might be saying might be
it
the
could be
truth.
it could be true. I don't know that it really is, but
This is what it looks like he's dancing around.
this is what Harpo's brother looks like. This is Chico. He died actually shortly after the show was.
Did you kill him?
This was the pilot. Yeah, he
You killed him?
and cut.
Did you shoot him?
John Malone killed him.
Oh, John Malone. I
He
thought
wanted
you
him
said
on the
you did.
network, but let's see.
Well, it was nice having you on my show this week. Thanks for watching. This is WYOU, and I'm with Terry Klein, who's filming me. And we were talking about all this really nice stuff for your kids to know about. And then I read my story, and we have to say goodbye, but we'll say goodbye with this video. And I hope you'll watch. Next week is a rerun. And the week after, I'll be back live, probably outside maybe. The weather might be nicer. Today it was rainy, so we just stayed
Filthy
inside.
rats.
Okay, goodbye, and here's the rats.